Initiating Kanto PokeDex. Bulbasaur, the sea Pokemon. It can go for days without eating a single morsel. In the bulb on its back, it stores energy. Ivysaur, the sea Pokemon. The bulb on its back grows by drawing energy. It gives off an aroma when it's ready to bloom. Venusaur, the sea Pokemon. The flower on its back catches the sun's rays. The sunlight is then absorbed and used for energy. Charmander, the lizard Pokemon. The flame at the tip of its tail makes a sound as it burns. You can only hear it in quiet places. Charmeleon, the flame Pokemon. Tough fights could excite this Pokemon. When excited, it may breathe out a bluish-white flames. Charizard, the flame Pokemon. When this Pokemon expels a blast of super hot fire, the red flame at the tip of its tail burns more intensely. Squirtle, the tiny turtle Pokemon. Shoots water at prey while in the water. Withdraws into its shell when in danger. Wartortle, the turtle Pokemon. When tapped on its head, this Pokemon will pull it in, but its tail will still stick out a little bit. Blastoise, the shellfish Pokemon. Once it takes aim at its enemy, it blasts out water with even more force than a fire hose. Caterpie, the worm Pokemon. If you touch the feeler on top of its head, it will release a horrible stink to protect itself. Metapod, the cocoon Pokemon. Hardens its shell to protect itself. However, a large impact may cause it to pop out of its shell. Butterfree, the butterfly Pokemon. Its wings, covered with poisonous powder, repel water. This allows it to fly in the rain. Weedle, the hairy bug Pokemon. Beware of the sharp stinger on its head. It hides in grass and bushes where it eats leaves. Kakuna, the cocoon Pokemon. Able to move only slightly. When endangered, it may stick out its stinger and poison its enemy. Beedrill, the poison bee Pokemon. It has 3 poisonous stingers on its forelegs and its tail. They are used to jab its enemy repeatedly. Pidgey, the tiny bird Pokemon. Very docile. If attacked, it will often kick up sand to protect itself rather than fight back. Pidgeotto, the bird Pokemon. This Pokemon is full of vitality. It constantly flies around its large territory in search of prey. Pidgeot, the bird Pokemon. This Pokemon flies at Mach 2 speed, seeking prey. Its large talons are feared as wicked weapons. Rattata, the mouse Pokemon. Will chew on anything with its fangs. If you see one, you can be certain that 40 more live in the area. Rattata, the Alolan form mouse Pokemon. Its whiskers provide it with a keen sense of smell, enabling it to pick up the scent of hidden food and locate it instantly. Raticate, the mouse Pokemon. Its hind feet are webbed. They act as flippers so it can swim in rivers and hunt for prey. Raticate, the Alolan form mouse Pokemon. It makes its Rattata underlings gather food for it, dining solely on the most nutritious and delicious fare. Spearow, the tiny bird Pokemon. Inept at flying high, however, it can fly around very fast to protect its territory. Fearow, the beak Pokemon. A Pokemon that dates back many years. If it senses danger, it flies high and away instantly. Ekans, the snake Pokemon. The older it gets, the longer it grows. At night, it wraps its long body around tree branches to rest. Arbok, the cobra Pokemon. The frightening patterns on its belly have been studied. 6 variations have been confirmed. Pikachu, the mouse Pokemon. This forest-dwelling Pokemon stores electricity in its cheeks, so you'll feel a tingly shock if you touch it. Raichu, the mouse Pokemon. When electricity builds up in its body, it becomes feisty. It also glows in the dark. Raichu, the Alolan form mouse Pokemon. It loves pancakes prepared with a secret Alolan recipe. Some wonder whether that recipe holds the key to this Pokemon's evolution. Sandshrew, the mouse Pokemon. Its body is dry. When it gets cold at night, its hide is said to become coated with a fine dew. Sandshrew, the Alolan form mouse Pokemon. Its ice-covered body lets it slide across the ground with bullet-like speed, sending its enemies flying when it hits them. Sandslash, the mouse Pokemon. It is skilled at slashing enemies with its claws. If broken, they will start to grow back in a day. Sandslash, the Alolan form mouse Pokemon. This is Sandslash's form after adaptation to a frigid environment. The cold air emitted by its body sharpens its icy spikes. Nidoran female, the poison pin Pokemon. A mild-mannered Pokemon that does not like to fight. Beware, its small horn secretes venom. Nidorina, the poison pin Pokemon. When resting deep in its burrow, its barbs always retract. This is proof that it is relaxed. Nidoqueen, the drill Pokemon. Tough scales cover the sturdy body of this Pokemon. It appears that the scales grow in cycles. Nidoran male, the poison pin Pokemon. Its large ears are always kept upright. If it senses danger, it will attack with a poisonous sting. Nidorino, the poison pin Pokemon. Its horn contains venom. If it stabs an enemy with the horn, the impact makes the poison leak out. Nidoking, the drill Pokemon. Its steel-like hide adds to its powerful tackle. Its horns are so hard they can pierce a diamond. Clefairy, the fairy Pokemon. Adored for their cute looks and playfulness, they are thought to be rare, as they do not appear often. Clefable, the fairy Pokemon. They appear to be very protective of their own world. It is a kind of fairy rarely seen by people. Vulpix, the fox Pokemon. Both its fur and its tails are beautiful. As it grows, the tails split and form more tails. Vulpix, the Alolan form fox Pokemon. It looks like snow come to life, and the breath it exhales is minus 58 degrees Fahrenheit. Another name for it is KO. Ninetales, the fox Pokemon. According to an enduring legend, 9 noble saints were united and reincarnated as this Pokemon. Ninetales, the Alolan form fox Pokemon. It lives on mountains perpetually covered in snow and is revered as a deity incarnate. It appears draped in a blizzard. Jigglypuff, the balloon Pokemon. Uses its cute round eyes to enrapture its foe. It then sings a pleasant melody that lulls the foe to sleep. Wigglytuff, the balloon Pokemon. Its body is very elastic. By inhaling deeply, it can continue to inflate itself without limit. Zubat, the bat Pokemon, emits ultrasonic cries while it flies. They act as a sonar used to check for objects in its way. Golbat, the bat Pokemon. It attacks in a stealthy manner without warning. Its sharp fangs are used to bite and to suck blood. Oddish, the weed Pokemon. It may be mistaken for a clump of weeds. If you try to yank it out of the ground, it shrieks horribly. Gloom, the weed Pokemon. Smells incredibly foul. However, around 1 out of 1,000 people enjoy sniffing its nose-bending stink. Vileplume, the flower Pokemon. Flaps its broad flower petals to scatter its poisonous pollen. The flapping sound is very loud. Paris, the mushroom Pokemon. Burrows under the ground to gnaw on true roots. The mushrooms on its back absorb most of the nutrition. Parasect, the mushroom Pokemon. The bug host is drained of energy by the mushroom on its back. The mushroom appears to do all the thinking. Venonat, the insect Pokemon. Its large eyes act as radar. In a bright place, you can see that they are clusters of many tiny eyes. Venomoth, a poison moth Pokemon. The powdery scales on its wings are hard to remove from skin. They also contain poison that leaks out on contact. Diglett, the mole Pokemon. It prefers dark places. It spends most of its time underground, though it may pop up in caves. Diglett, the Alolan form mole Pokemon. After living in soil with high iron content for some time, 3 steel whiskers sprout from the top of its head. Dugtrio, the mole Pokemon. A team of triplets that can burrow to a depth of 60 miles. It's reported that this triggers an earthquake. Dugtrio, the Alolan form mole Pokemon. They are referred to as triplets, but they are not identical. The metallic elements in their bodies differ slightly. Their proof shows in their whiskers. Meowth, the Scratch Cat Pokemon. Appears to be more active at night. It loves round and shiny things. It can't stop itself from picking them up. Meowth, the Alolan form Scratch Cat Pokemon. Highly intelligent and prideful, it's famously difficult to handle, but that's also a reason for its popularity. Persian, the classy cat Pokemon. The gem in its forehead glows on its own. It walks with the graceful and elegance of a proud queen. Persian, the Alolan form classy cat Pokemon. It has the classiest coat. The rippling of its fur in the heat of battle has a beauty all of its own. Psyduck, the duck Pokemon. Always tormented by headaches, it uses psychic powers, but whether it intends to do so is not known. Golduck, the duck Pokemon. Its long, slim limbs end in broad flippers. They are used for swimming gracefully in lakes. Mankey, the pig monkey Pokemon. An agile Pokemon that lives in trees. It angers easily and will not hesitate to attack anything. Primate, the pig monkey Pokemon. It stops being angry only when nobody else is around. To view this moment is very difficult. Growlithe, the puppy Pokemon. A Pokemon with a friendly nature, however, it will bark fiercely at anything invading its territory. Arcanine, the legendary Pokemon. A legendary Pokemon in the East, many people are charmed by the grace and beauty of its running. Poliwag, the tadpole Pokemon. The direction of the spiral on the belly differs by area. It is more adept at swimming than walking. Poliwhirl, the tadpole Pokemon. Under attack, it uses its belly spiral to put the foe to sleep. It then makes it escape. Poliwrath, the tadpole Pokemon. Swims powerfully using all the muscles in its body. It can even overtake world-class swimmers. Abra, the Psy Pokemon. Sleeps 18 hours a day. If it senses danger, it will teleport itself to safety even as it sleeps. Kadabra, the Psy Pokemon. Many odd things happen if this Pokemon is close by. For example, it makes clocks run backwards. Alakazam, the Psy Pokemon. A Pokemon that can memorize anything. It never forgets what it learns. That's why this Pokemon is smart. Machamp, the superpower Pokemon. Very powerful in spite of its small size, its mastery of many types of martial arts makes it very tough. Machoke, the superpower Pokemon. The belt around its waist holds back its energy. Without it, this Pokemon would be unstoppable. Machamp, the superpower Pokemon. One arm alone can move mountains. Using all 4 arms, this Pokemon fires off awesome punches. Bellsprout, the flower Pokemon. Prefers hot and humid places. It ensnares tiny bugs with its vines and devours them. Weepinbell, the flycatcher Pokemon. When hungry, it swallows anything that moves. Its hapless prey is dissolved by strong acids. Victory Bell, the flycatcher Pokemon, lures prey with a sweet aroma of honey. Swallowed whole, the prey is dissolved in a day, bones and all. Tentacool, the jellyfish Pokemon. It can sometimes be found all dry and shriveled up on a beach. Toss it back into the sea to revive it. Tentacruel, the jellyfish Pokemon. Its 80 tentacles can stretch and contract freely. They wrap around prey and weaken it with poison. Geodude, the rock Pokemon, commonly found near mountain trails and the like. If you step on one by accident, it gets angry. Geodude, the Alolan form rock Pokemon. Its stone head is imbued with electricity and magnetism. If you carelessly step on one, you'll be in for a painful shock. Graveler, the rock Pokemon, often seen rolling down mountain trails. Obstacles are just things to roll straight over, not avoid. Graveler, the Alolan form rock Pokemon. When it comes rolling down a mountain path, anything in its way gets zapped by electricity and sent flying. Golem, the Megaton Pokemon. Once it sheds its skin, its body turns tender and whitish. Its hide hardens when it's exposed to air. Golem, the Alolan form Megaton Pokemon. It uses magnetism to accelerate and fire off rocks tinged with electricity. Even if it doesn't score a direct hit, the jolt of electricity will do the job. Ponyta, the fire horse Pokemon. Capable of jumping incredibly high, its hooves and sturdy legs absorb the impact of a hard landing. Rapidash, the fire horse Pokemon, just loves to run. If it sees something faster than itself, it will give chase at top speed. Slowpoke, the dopey Pokemon. Incredibly slow and sluggish, it is quite content to lull about without worrying about the time. Slowbro, the hermit crab Pokemon, lives lazily by the sea. If the shelter on its tail comes off, it becomes a Slowpoke again. Magnemite, the magnet Pokemon. It is hatched with the ability to defy gravity. It floats while emitting powerful electromagnetic waves. Magneton, the magnet Pokemon, generates strange radio waves. It raises the temperature by 3.6 degrees Fahrenheit within 3,300 feet. Farfetch'd, the wild duck Pokemon. They live where reedy plants grow. Farfetch'd are rarely seen, so it's thought their numbers are decreasing. Doduo, the twin bird Pokemon. Its short wings make flying difficult. Instead, this Pokemon runs at high speed on developed legs. Dodrio, the triple bird Pokemon. One of Doduo's two heads split to form a unique species. It runs close to 40 miles per hour in prairies. Seal, the sea lion Pokemon, loves freezing cold conditions. Relishes swimming in a frigid climate of around 14 degrees Fahrenheit. Dugong, the sea lion Pokemon. Its entire body is a snowy white. Unharmed by even intense cold, it swings powerfully in icy waters. Grimer, the sludge Pokemon. Made of congealed sludge, it smells too putrid to touch. Even weeds won't grow in its path. Grimer, the Alolan form sludge Pokemon. It has a passion for trash above all else, speedily digesting it and creating brilliant crystals of sparkling poison. Muck, the sludge Pokemon. Smells so awful it can cause fainting. Through degeneration of its nose, it's lost its sense of smell. Muck, the Alolan form sludge Pokemon. Muck's coloration becomes increasingly vivid the more it feasts on its favorite dish, trash. Shelter, the Beveled Pokemon. The shell can withstand any attack. However, when it is open, the tender body is exposed. Cloyster, the Bevel Pokemon. For protection, it uses its harder-than-diamond shell. It also shoots spikes from the shell. Ghastly, the Gas Pokemon. Said to appear in decrepit, deserted buildings. It has no real shape, as it often appears to be made of gas. Haunter, the Gas Pokemon. By licking, it saps the victim's life. It causes shaking that won't stop until the victim's demise. Gengar, the Shadow Pokemon. A Gengar is close by if you feel a sudden chill. It may be trying to lay a curse on you. Onix, the Rock Snake Pokemon. Burrows at high speed in search of food. The tunnels it leaves are used as homes by Diglett. Drowsy, the Hypnosis Pokemon. If you sleep by it at all time, it will sometimes show you dreams it had eaten in the past. Hypno, the Hypnosis Pokemon. Avoid eye contact if you come across one. It will try to put you to sleep by using its pendulum. Krabby, the River Crab Pokemon. Its pincers are superb weapons. They sometimes break off during battle, but they grow back fast. Kingler, the Pincer Pokemon. One claw grew massively and is hard as steel. It has 10,000 horsepower strength, however, it is too heavy. Voltorb, the Ball Pokemon. It is said to camouflage itself as a Pokeball. It will self-destruct with very little stimulus. Electrode, the Ball Pokemon. Stores electrical energy inside its body. Even the slightest shock could trigger a huge explosion. Execute, the Egg Pokemon. The heads attract each other and spin around. There must be 6 heads for it to maintain balance. Executor, the Coconut Pokemon. Its cries are very noisy. This is because of each of the 3 heads thinking about whatever it likes. Executor, the Alolan form Coconut Pokemon. The strong sunlight of the Alola region has awakened the power within Execute. This is the result. Cubone, the Lonely Pokemon. Wears the skull of its deceased mother. Its cries echo inside the skull and come out as a sad melody. Marowak, the Bone Keeper Pokemon. Small and weak, this Pokemon is adept with its Bone Club. It has grown more vicious over the ages. Marowak, the Alolan form Bone Keeper Pokemon. It has transformed the spirit of its dear departed mother into flames, and tonight it will once again dance in mourning of others of its kind. Hitmonlee, the Kicking Pokemon. When kicking, the sole of its foot turns as hard as a diamond on impact and destroys its enemy. Hitmonchan, the Punching Pokemon. Punches in corkscrew fashion. It can punch its way through a concrete wall like a drill. Lickitung, the Licking Pokemon. Its tongue spans almost 7 feet and moves more freely than its forelegs. Its licks can cause paralysis. Coughing, the Poison Gas Pokemon. In hot places, its internal gases could expand and explode without any warning. Be very careful. Wheezing, the Poison Gas Pokemon. This Pokemon lives and grows by absorbing poison gas, dust, and germs that exist inside garbage. Rhyhorn, the Spikes Pokemon. A Pokemon with a one-track mind. Once it charges, it won't stop running until it falls asleep. Rhydon, the Drill Pokemon. Its brain developed when it began walking on its hind legs. Its armor-like hide even repels molten lava. Chansey, the Egg Pokemon. a gentle and kind-hearted Pokemon that shares its nutritious eggs if it sees an injured Pokemon. Tangela, the vine Pokemon. Its identity is obscured by masses of thick blue vines. The vines are said to never stop growing. Kangaskhan, the parent Pokemon, raises its young in its belly pouch, won't run from any fight to keep its young protected. Horsey, the dragon Pokemon. If it senses any danger, it will vigorously spray water or a special type of ink from its mouth. Seadra, the dragon Pokemon. Touching the back fin causes numbness. It hooks its tail to coral to stay in place while sleeping. Goldeen, the goldfish Pokemon. When it is time for them to lay eggs, they can be seen swimming up rivers and falls in large groups. Seaking, the goldfish Pokemon. It is the male's job to make a nest by carving out boulders in a stream using the horn on its head. Staryu, the star-shaped Pokemon. As long as the center section is unharmed, this Pokemon can grow back fully even if it is chopped to bits. Starmie, the mysterious Pokemon. The center section is named the core. People think it is communicating when it glows in 7 colors. Mr. Mime, the barrier Pokemon. Always practicing its pantomime act, it makes enemies believe something exists that really doesn't. Scyther, the mantis Pokemon. Leaps out of tall grass and slices prey with its size. The movement looks like that of a ninja. Jinx, the human-shaped Pokemon, appears to move to a rhythm of its own as if it were dancing. It wiggles its hips as it walks. Electabuzz, the electric Pokemon. If a major power outage occurs, it is certain that this Pokemon has eaten electricity at a power plant. Magmar, the spit-fired Pokemon. Born in an active volcano, its body is always cloaked in flames, so it looks like a big ball of fire. Pinsir, the stag beetle Pokemon. Grips its prey in its pincers and squeezes hard. It can't move if it's cold out, so it lives in warm places. Tauros, the wild bull Pokemon. A rowdy Pokemon with a lot of stamina. Once running, it won't stop until it hits something. Magikarp, the fish Pokemon. Famous for being very unreliable, it can be found swimming in seas, lakes, rivers, and shallow puddles. Gyarados, the atrocious Pokemon. Brutally vicious and enormously destructive, known for totally destroying cities in ancient times. Lapras, the transport Pokemon. A gentle soul that can understand human speech. It can ferry people across the sea on its back. Ditto, the transform Pokemon. When it spots an enemy, its body transfigures into an almost perfect copy of its opponent. Eevee, the evolution Pokemon. It can evolve into a variety of forms. Eevee's genes are the key to solving the mysteries of Pokemon evolution. Vaporeon, the bubble jet Pokemon. Its cell structure is similar to water molecules. It melts into the water and becomes invisible. Jolteon, the lightning Pokemon. A sensitive Pokemon that easily becomes sad or angry. Every time its mood changes, it charges power. Flareon, the flame Pokemon. It has a flame chamber inside its body. It inhales, then breathes out fire that is over 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Porygon, the virtual Pokemon. The only Pokemon that people anticipate can fly into space. None has managed the feat yet, however. Omanyte, the spiral Pokemon. An ancient Pokemon that was recovered from a fossil. It swam by cleverly twisting its 10 tentacles about. Amistar, the spiral Pokemon. Its sharp beak rings its mouth. Its shell was too big for it to move freely, so it became extinct. Kabuto, the shellfish Pokemon. A Pokemon that was recovered from a fossil. It used the eyes on its back while hiding on the seafloor. Kabutops, the shellfish Pokemon. A slim and fast swimmer. It slices its prey with its sharp sickles and drank the body fluids. Aerodactyl, the fossil Pokemon. A savage Pokemon that died out in ancient times. It was resurrected using DNA taken from amber. Snorlax, the sleeping Pokemon. Will eat anything, even if the food happens to be a little moldy. It never gets an upset stomach. Articuno, the freeze Pokemon. A legendary bird Pokemon. It freezes water that is contained in winter air and makes it snow. Zapdos, the electric Pokemon. This legendary bird Pokemon is said to appear when the sky turns dark and lightning showers down. Moltres, the flame Pokemon. A legendary bird Pokemon. As it flaps its flaming wings, even the night sky will turn red. Dratini, the dragon Pokemon. Long thought to be a myth, this Pokemon's existence was only recently confirmed by a fisherman who caught one. Dragonair, the dragon Pokemon. According to a witness, its body was surrounded by a strange aura that gave it a mystical look. Dragonite, the dragon Pokemon. It is said that this Pokemon lives somewhere in the sea and that it flies. However, these are only rumors. Mewtwo, the genetic Pokemon. Its DNA is almost the same as Mew's. However, its size and disposition are vastly different. Mew, the new species Pokemon. When viewed through a microscope, this Pokemon's short, fine, delicate hair can be seen. Meltan, the Hex Nut Pokemon. It melts particles of iron and other metals found in the subsoil so it can absorb them into its body of molten steel. Melmetal, the Hex Nut Pokemon. Revered long ago for its capacity to create iron from nothing. For some reason, it has come back to life after 3,000 years. That concludes all PokeDex entries for the Kanto region. Thank you for watching the video.